Hello, my name is Antonio Ahumada. I'm a truck driver with LAUSD Procurement. Um, why did I decide to come to work into education? It's something that I just came up on. I was at a different job where it just wasn't going nowhere, and I decided let me try LAUSD, and it's been a good job so far, very rewarding. I like the fact that I have something to do with the education of the kids in LAUSD. I might not be a teacher, nothing like that, but I'm providing all the necessary tools so that the kids of LA could get a better education. Ever since I got hired on with the district, which I've been here with the district as a member of LAUSD, I've also I became a member of SEIU, and that's approximately 22 years that I've been a member of SEIU. As a member of SEIU, I saw the opportunity to step up and actually become a leader, and I started with, I became on the LMC committee. Then eventually that grew into me becoming a shop steward. Then the opportunity came up for me the 3 contracts ago to join the bargaining team. So I went ahead and joined the bargaining team, and this is going to be, right now we're in contract negotiations. This will be my 3rd round for negotiations. So that's the reason why I joined SEIU, part of the bargaining team, to have an impact on people's lives. The strike, talking about the strike, it was a difficult decision. It was a difficult decision going on strike. Just the way that a lot of our members were scared, nervous, not knowing what would result of that, of walking out. I was there also. I was very scared, but I think I was more scared because I was not only voting as a bargaining team member, but also talking to our members. We have to do this. We have to do this. So I was also scared for that reason, because people were trusting me to make a decision like that. Yes, we did have some people that were hesitant to walk out. Yes, we had some people that didn't walk out, chose to go to work instead of standing out there for 3 days. But that was their choice. Why do I think so many people? I think a lot of people decided to go out on strike because we all want the same thing. We want better working conditions. We want more to be able to provide for our loved ones. And that was the only way that we were going to basically acquire that, to show the district that we are serious. And that's the reason why we went on strike. Those 3 days, I remember the first day, yes, it was a bit nerve-wracking. I was at procurement those 3 days in the morning. We were there from 4 in the morning to approximately 7:30, 8 o'clock. Then as a bargaining team member, I would have to pack up right there and then come down here to the office, and our day would continue. So it was very nerve-wracking as a bargaining team member. Rewarding. It was very rewarding. After the second day, we all as employees of SEIU, of the district, as brothers and sisters for SEIU, we became very close. We were out there together marching with signs, and it was very rewarding. We became very close in that manner. Remember the first day on strike, that was there was some very bad weather that day, and we got rained on, and the temperatures were so low. And at one point, there was a lot of us that were just huddled up outside carrying signs, but we were huddled up, just trying to stay warm. But we did what we had to do. It was one of those times when I never thought that would ever happen. I never thought that I would ever be part of a strike, and here I was doing that along with many other brothers and sisters. When the strike was over, when the strike was over and we went back to work, it was such a it was a different environment. You know, I think the attitude that a lot of people had of SEIU, a lot of the attitudes that a lot of the UTLA, even supervisors and managers, it was a total different way that they thought of us as SEIU members. You know, there was a time that I would go to school and I would feel like I was like little because I was just a truck driver. And after this large, a demonstration, I guess, if you want to call it that, a strike, it seemed like we were finally getting the praise of who we were, the respect that I think that a lot of us deserved for the things that we do. So yes, the strike did so much for us. Not only got us better working conditions and everything else that came along with it, but we also got the respect that I think that a lot of us deserve for jobs that we do that basically went in the background like if we didn't exist. And I had numerous principals because I'm a truck driver. I visit approximately 23 schools every day. I had numerous principals come up to me and basically, hey, you guys did a good job, or congratulations. And it meant a lot. It really did mean a lot to get that. Not only for me, but for all of us together as SEIU members. I think that some of the lessons that were learned from this strike was to not let certain things just pass. If someone is doing something bad to you, work related or whatever, say something. We should always say something. We should always be ready to fight back. Okay, because so many stories that I heard from so many people on strike, so many stories that I heard from people when we had that little demonstration at Beaudry, so many people coming up to me because they knew who I was, they knew who the bargaining members were. You know, so many stories from so many people that work at early eds, cafeteria workers, from a lot of the schools that I service. Everybody would tell me, I would hear a common thing: they're doing this to me. And I say something and they don't do nothing. They're doing something wrong. And a lot of our members often would stay quiet because they felt like they had nobody to go to. With this, they realized that, yes, SEIU is here for them. SEIU is here to fight for them, to ensure that it's our contract language, not only that, not the language, but also as human beings and people, that we are respected for that. And I think that's what the strike brought out, that we are willing to fight, we are willing to stand and fight for what's right. So yeah, the strike was very intense, but at the same time, it was something very good that came out of that. Like I said, I stated already, I am on the bargaining team. I'm on the bargaining team again, this time for the third time. I've learned a lot from being part of the bargaining team. One thing that I learned, that the public is there for us. And as long as we voice our opinion and we make it known to the public what's the things that are going on, that's a good thing. The public, the parents, will always be there to back us up. When prior to the strike, we were in negotiations, and it was a continuous no from the district. You know, part of negotiating is putting a proposal across the table, and then for the district, or the other party, in this case the district, would have to come back and normally negotiations, well, we can't do this, but maybe we could do this. The last contract, it wasn't like that. We would put proposals across the table and they would just kick it right back. No, can't do that. No, straight on no. And that's what led to the strike, because the district was not bargaining in good faith. It was us trying to bend over backwards for the district to get something going, but it was a continuous no, no, no. And eventually it led to Mayor Bass inviting us to City Hall. And we were a little bit apprehensive about doing that, but we had to do it. You know, Mayor Bass put her hand out and said, come on, let's do this together, and we'll try to get something going. And Mayor Bass was amazing. Mayor Bass was great in helping us reach an agreement. She was there. Those days were long, but Mayor Bass was always there. She's always there for us to help us push it along. And it was 3 very long days that we spent at City Hall. You know, where, like I said, we were on strike. Bargaining team, we were on strike. We would show up in the mornings to go on strike, and then once we were there, we were done, come down to the office, and then from the office we would go down to City Hall. And I remember the first night we were there till I think like 9:30 that night. Now keep in mind, procurement, all of us, we were starting at 4 o'clock in the morning, so we were over there at 4 o'clock in the morning in the rain, freezing cold, coming over here with wet clothes, wet shoes, and then having to basically go to downtown City Hall in wet clothes and wet shoes to be there for negotiations. So it was 3 very long days, but at the end of it, it was good. It was worth every minute of it that we were out there striking. It made the district realize that we were serious. We got what we wanted, what we felt that we deserved, and it was very rewarding. And I am very grateful to Mayor Bass. I'm very grateful to SEIU 99, but more importantly, the members of SEIU 99. You know, the show of force, along with the help of UTLA, that second day at Beaudry, that was mind-blowing. When we shut that whole entire facility down, that whole entire block, we shut it down. And that was very mind-blowing. And to be there and to see so much purple and red, it was amazing. It was something that you think about, and even right now, you know, I am getting somewhat emotional thinking about that. But it was a very good feeling. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you. Thank you, SEIU, and thank you to the members and Mayor Bass. Okay?